Hello, my name is Eric Prévost. I am the captain of the flight 010 today to go from Paris to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Let me introduce you Olivier Guiraud, who is the first officer today, and we will fly together the Boeing 777-200 called Foxtrot Golf Sierra Papa Hotel from Paris to New York. Now we will sign in just to tell that we are now on the duty, and today we will prepare the flight on the box number 39 if you wish to go with us.
Okay, we have just arrived in the box, so we are going to have a study of a file, but in the same time we have computer information which can be used by having a logon and a password for each pilot to be connected to the special flight. I just put the number of the flight after the answer, and everything is coming. So we have a synthetic view of the flight with the parking, which is important, the aircraft, the name is here, the type of aircraft, the number, it's not the number of passengers, but the load of the passengers, this is how many kilos of passengers, if I can say that, we have. How many in the cargo, how many freight we have. Today will be 10 tons, and we expect a total load of 34 tons for today. Number of packs expected is 218.
So today the dispatchers propose us the track Fox to go from Paris to New York due to a strong headwind. And so we can see here the different fields, alternate fields for the ETOPS operation: Shannon, Keflavik, St. John, Torbay, to fly from Paris to New York Kennedy via St. John. Concerning the weather turbulence, the weather conditions and route, we have this map. We can see that in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, around 30 west, we could experience some light to moderate turbulence, and after that the flight will be normally smooth. We can check now the winds. So today the wind to go from Paris to New York, there is a strong headwind, around the 45 knots in the average. That's why we will fly around 7 hours and 35 minutes from Paris to New York. You can see here United Kingdom, Ireland, Greenland, Iceland, and this is North America with our final destination, New York Kennedy. So on this chart, the TMC, we can see the different significant phenomenon or weather and the weather condition. We can see here the jets at flight level 290 and flight level 370. This one is around 90 knots coming from west. There is some turbulence expected, as we saw on the other map, and also close to St. John, associated with this jet at flight level 370, around 100 knots coming from west northwest. And there is in the vicinity of New York, our destination, some scattered showers of rain with isolated and embedded cumulonimbus up to a flight level 420, just for the arrival.
Hi, my name is Laurent Verbeau. I'm the chief purser of that flight today from Paris to New York, and we're going to fly together.
So Laurent, the flight time today will be around 7 hours and 35 minutes to join New York Kennedy.
Okay.
There is some turbulence expected just in the middle of the flight, around 3 hours after the takeoff. We should speed up the flight to make up the arrival
on time
schedule on time in New York.
Okay, good.
The weather is fair with some scattered showers of rain expected. The ground temperature around 25 degrees Celsius, and we should probably land facing south. But I will give you further information during the flight.
Okay.
So the weather condition will be fair, and there is no difficulties from now.
Okay, thank you. We're going to be at in 8 for the briefing,
Yeah.
and we're waiting for you.
Okay. So we will join within 20 minutes to,
Okay.
to your
Good.
briefing room. Okay.
Okay, thank you. See
See
you.
you, Laurent.
So we have just a study of data we have for the flight, and now we make a summary just to know how many fuels we have to take to go to New York today. That is the main aim of this preparations. So regarding the meteorological conditions, we have some light turbulence expected 3 hours after takeoff, and then perhaps some showers nearby the area of New York tonight. Regarding the aircraft is in good conditions. The fields we have chosen today is Shannon in Ireland, Keflavik in Iceland, and St. John's in Canada area. So
Shannon, you told me that we will probably use the ILS-24.
24, because the wing is coming from west.
Iceland,
It will be-
Keflavik, it will be ILS-11.
Yes,
that
east
we can see
configuration.
here. And so the runway length will be 3,000 meters, and the weather is okay for the ILS category 1 approach. And you told me St. John?
In St. John's, it's ILS 229, that means west configurations. The weather is fine, strong winds, but the weather is fine.
Okay.
So it's totally acceptable for us. So regarding the fuel we need, with all these configurations, we have the opportunity perhaps to make some hold at New York due to the showers, so we take more fuel to be able to hold a little bit. And also it could be some runway change in New York, which is increase our consumptions, so we take a little bit more fuel for that reasons.
So the extra fuel, we chose
Yes.
about around 1,400 kilograms more. And you agree for the fuel, total fuel, for 59.4?
59.4 will be good for a load of 34.2
Okay, so
tons.
I signed 59.4.
If you agree.
I
properly.
agree, and for the alternate it's okay. Shannon, Keflavik, St. John, and the critical fuel for the ETOPS operation is 44.3. It's okay for us. We have to go to the briefing room with the cabin crew. Okay.
Okay.
Bonjour. Bonjour. My name is Eric Prévost. I am the captain today on duty. So it's a great pleasure for me to fly with you. Today we'll fly around 7 hours and 35 minutes to join New York Kennedy. And Olivier Guiraud, who is the first officer, will join us in a short moment. And here is Olivier.
Bonjour.
I told so that we'll fly 7 hours and 35 minutes today. The weather condition en route will be fair, and the ground temperature expected in New York will be around 26 degrees Celsius, with some scattered showers of rain expected just for the arrival, but I think it will be a fair weather with very good conditions.
Okay, so now we are on the tarmac on Roissy Airport. We are just nearby the aircraft, which is on the Boeing 777-200, and I'm going to make the walk around just to be sure that everything is okay before departure. Please come with me. It is the nose land gear real well, and I'll check everything. The shock absorber, the tie, all the cables. Then we check the pitot probes, the radome, all the antennas. static probes, the landing edge, and then, which is important, the engines. It's a very big engine, 3 meters of diameters, and we check all the blades. Okay. Check if everything is locked. Nothing inside. We check if there is all the doors closed. And now we go to the end of the ring. We check the lights, the static dischargers. Everything is here. All the fitting of the flaps. The fairing. Now the main gear. Check the brakes and the tires. Okay. Here's the hydraulic bay, so we check if there is no leak. This is the main thrust landing gear for retracting the landing gear, no leak, it's okay. This is for the passenger oxygen check, door is closed. Now the stabilizer, there is no impact, there is still the static dischargers working. So you can see that the FPU is working. The stabilizer, the rudder, everything is okay. Check the hydraulic. The tires, the brakes. Okay, now we check the left wing, the flaperon, the flat. The aileron, static dischargers, the lights. All the slats as well. Now we have to be careful about the fuel truck. Check the in-house, all the blades. Okay. Everything is okay. No ice. of the pressure, negative pressure with vent, static probes. And now it's completed. We can go back to the cockpit. Thank you.
Donc, pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist, gear pins removed. Oxygen.
Testé 100%.
Tested 100 at right and behind. Flight instrument.
Le reading 268, altimeters 1013, QNH set.
Heading 268, QNH 1013 set. Pre-flight checklist complete.
In the middle of the flight, but
You start the rain, so we know
yeah,
about the day.
yeah, of course. And we expect the ground temperature around 25 degrees Celsius in a fair weather in New York. So have a nice flight with us and don't dare to ask us for anything. We are here for.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for flying today. We're going to do our best to make the best flight ever.
Thank you.
Thanks to you. This is Mr. Ward.
It's my son, yes.
Okay. Mr. Ward, hello. Thanks also. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Tout à fait, les opérations de départ sont effectuées, l'avion est dégagé, le tracteur en place, on pourra lever l'avion.
Et vous pouvez lever l'appareil, je vous rappelle.
Ok, merci.
Air France 010, bonjour.
Air France 00, stand Fox 3, request pushback and start up to New York.
Air France 010, after arrival of the 777 on your right, gate Foxtrot 9, start up and push approved, face north, behind.
After arrival of 777 Fox 9, we are clear for start and push.
Je dois passer. Séquence de démarrage 2 et 1.
Ok, période 2.
Démarrage du 2. Start right engine.
Right ending, start.
So I switch the fuel control right on. N2 is positive. Oil press is positive. We're now waiting around 30% of N2 to have the fuel injection. Fuel injection is on. We're waiting for the EGT. Okay, EGT is positive. Engine is now running and starting. N1 is positive too. Le démarrage du 1. Start engine, left engine start. For the left is the same. We're waiting for the exhaust gas temperature positive 2. Now the engine is starting with N1 positive confirmed. Oil press is positive 28. So the startup process is normal.
Stabilize.
And the startup sequence is now complete. Et c'est commande de vol? The elevator down, elevator up, normal for the radar, on the left, on the right, neutral.
Normal.
Eh bien, before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist, anti-ice auto, recall checked, flight control checked, FMS takeoff parameters.
5, flaps 5 compared.
Ground equipment,
Clear on the left.
clear on the right. Before taxi checklist complete.
France 010, taxi to stop Echo 0, contact the ground on 119.75, bye.
Ground, good afternoon, Air France 0101 Echo 0 for runway 27.
Air France 010, hello, straight ahead, Quebec, stop middle 4.
Straight away,
Québec for stop middle for Air France 010.
C'est tout droit jusqu'à la France, d'accord? C'est clair à droite et à gauche.
Bonsoir Air France 1844, tournez à gauche Roméo pour le point d'arrêt, piste 27 gauche. Air France 010, contact ground 1216, goodbye.
Ground 1216, goodbye Air France 010.
That's all.
Ground North, good afternoon Air France 010 on middle cap.
Air France 010, good afternoon, taxi holding point Yankee 12, runway 27 left.
Taxi to hold it point Yankee 12 for runway 27 left, Air France 010.
En trajectoire de panne moteur, je rappelle la ZAC à 1900 pieds, la sortie officielle. En cas d'emergency, conf 30, autobreak 3 et les deux doubles intérieurs, 27 gauche, 26 droite. En cas d'anomalie avant V1, j'annoncerai stop or go. Si c'est stop, je reste PF, je réduis, je déconnecte la T, je sors les reverse et tu vérifies la sortie des speed break avec l'annonce speed break up en not up. Si on continue, on peut réajuster la poussée maxi toga. Toga switch, manette au tableau, on réarme le LNAV ou manette au tableau, il y aura une réduction à 1500 pieds. A priori un peu de convection, donc je vais mettre dès maintenant mon radar en étant weather auto, tu confirmes?
C'est confirmé. Non, c'est weather manuel parce que c'est du manuel.
Excuse-moi, on est sur 200, weather manuel, donc j'ai mis 3 degrés, peut-être mettre 4.
Tu veux combien? Tu veux
4.
4.
Bien écoute, en fonction des échos, j'annonce ce que je souhaite en PF et puis tu relais en passant reading. Voilà, c'est tout ce que je voulais dire. Est-ce que tu as des questions et des points à rajouter?
Non, premier virage à droite, hein, c'est une petite confusion, on est d'accord. À part ça, j'ai pas de questions.
D'accord, bah écoute, le briefing est terminé. Et before take-off checklist.
Before take-off checklist complete.
Checklist complete.
Kevin ready. Je fais l'annonce PNC.
Air France 010, bonjour, derrière le 320 Sky Team déjà aligné, de Yankee 12 aligné, vous piste 27 gauche et attendez derrière.
Good afternoon Air France 010, behind Airbus 320, lying on the 27 left and wait behind.
Yes, sorry. Air France 862 novembre, le vent 300 degrés vers le piste 27 gauche, autorisé décollage.
Autorisé décollage, piste 27 gauche Air France 862 novembre.
Approaching 27 left.
Traverse comme prévu, nord-ouest,
On runway 27 left.
Air France 010, wind 300 degrees 19 and not runway 27 left, clear for takeoff.
Air France 010 is clear for takeoff, runway 27 left.
Je suis prêt. Take off.
Chaussette.
80 knots, check.
80 knots.
V1.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
L9.
Checked.
Thrust left, sonar speed.
Checked.
Air France 010, contact the call departure 124 decimal 350, au revoir.
124 350 Air France 010, au revoir.
Yeah, that's some climb.
Climb.
The goal departure, good afternoon, Air France 010, climbing flight level 100 on Ever 5 Alpha.
Air France 010, bonjour, climb level 180.
Climb flight level 180, Air France 010.
Air France 026, contacté Brest, 134 décimal 410, au revoir.
134 410, Air France 026, au revoir.
Non, on peut l'envoyer, ouais.
Moins 30, et on est bien.
Ouais, je pense qu'on peut croiser à 800 à 84 de Mach.
Speed enough pass.
Checked. Et voilà, Level 360. On a claqué 6 tonnes, 24 minutes.
Ok.
Brest Control, good afternoon, Air France 010, flight level 360 on course RATCA.
Air France 010, bonjour, direct RATCA.
Direct RATCA, Air France 010.
So we took off 25 minutes ago, and it takes us 25 minutes to from the takeoff to arrive at flight level 360. And the fuel consumption from the takeoff up to the first flight level is around 6,000 kilograms. And now we're flying in the vicinity of Guernsey, and we have the field and an alternate of Brest on the left-hand side, around 60 nautical miles on the left-hand side. And the weather is nice in Brest, facing west, with a good visibility around more than 10 kilometers, and the cloud is broken around 2,000 feet, with the ground temperature on 17 degrees. Now with Olivier, we have to manage the entry in the entrance and in the oceanic airspace. And so we will enter by Radka on the track Fox within 1 hour from now. And we will decide the cruise speed in order to arrive on time in New York. But according to us, with Mach decimal 84, we will manage to arrive on time in New York. And after that, we will have to manage the ETOPS process, the ETOPS procedure, to cross the Atlantic Ocean in contact with our dispatcher on the ground to actualize the latest weather report, and to check if the 3 different alternates, Shannon, Keflavik and St. John, are still available for us and adequate. Here is the EFB Class 3 fitted on all of our Boeing 777-200 and 300. And on this EFB we have a special application called Airport Moving Map, which is not a primary mean of navigating on ground, but we use it to confirm our position. Our parking gate in Roissy Charles de Gaulle, where Fox 3, this is here, and I will show you the terminal. You can see here the 2 different runways on the south of the airfield. Runway 27 left and 27 right on the top. The north is here, and in fact we were parked just over there. And So we start our engines here, and we began to taxi along taxiway Quebec here, to line up from taxiway Yankee 12, and we took off from runway 27 left. You can see that on our primary navigation mean. So Fox 3 were here on the terminal S3. You can see terminal 2, module A, B, C, D, E, F, S3, S4. This is S3 and S4. This is a long-haul terminal for Air France. So we were parked over there. We started up our engines here, and we began to taxi on taxiway Quebec. And we arrived just here, taxiway Quebec. We arrived at Yankee 12, and we were cleared to take off from this position with 3,600 meters remaining length of runway. And we took off here, and we followed a SID, a standard instrumental departure called Évreux 3 Alpha. In fact, we took off straight ahead up to the waypoint Papa Golf 272. It was a air nav departure. We slightly turned right to fly through the waypoint PG 280, PG 284 to the VOR of Évreux, climbing to flight level 100 initially. And so we changed frequency from ground to tower. Next, with contact departure from Paris Charles de Gaulle, and close to Évreux, we were in communication with Paris control, and next to Brest control. And we plan, in case of a return to Paris, to land on the longest runways, and it were runway 27 left or 26 right. So we plan an action plan in case of anything happens, that we could return on Paris.
So we are going to prepare the oceanic authorizations we have to get from Shanwick airspace before entering the oceanic airspace. So in our flight plans, it was scheduled that we use the track Foxtrot, and we have the description of the track Foxtrot on these papers. And the entry point is Somax. At this time, we have to tell them at what time we will flew over Somax, and which level we expect and we want to have, which Mach number we want to have. For that, we have a special chart in the electronic data, and we have only to fill everything. So our flying numbers, Alpha Foxtrot Romeo 010, after the control facility, the ATC facility, which is Shanwick. Our entry point, Somax, we want flight level 360, so we request for it. For Somax, we estimated the Somax point at 1638, so we put it on it. And we expect to be able to fly Mach 84 for the cruise. Nothing more to say to them. In that case, we can send the message to Shanwick.
And we decided with Olivier to fly this cruise speed according to our arrival that you can see here. So the ETA of JFK is 22:28 Zulu time for a scheduled arrival at the gate at 22:40 Zulu time. So it matched perfectly with our schedule constraints. Let's go, Olivier.
So I will push the send button, and now we are waiting for the Shanwick's ATC facilities to answer to us. Good. It's already come. It is an automatic message saying that if we have no answer within 15 minutes, so we have to back up with the voice procedures.
Okay.
So we have just received our oceanic clearance. So it's presenting like this, and the ATC requests us to accept or not it. We have a push button just to accept it. what I will do immediately. Accept. You can see that there is accepting on the shield, and then it's accepted. What we heard is that we have a message from the ATC saying, okay, I agreed, you have accepted, everything is okay. You can see it, the other message here. Clearance confirmed, end of message. So I will go back to the oceanic clearance. This is the way to see a whole message. And I will print it because we have to work on it on a print sheet just to check if everything is very confirmed, very exactly the same thing we have on the flight plan. This is very important not to have deviation, because sometimes they can change our routing, they can change our flight level, they can change our speed, and so this has to be checked very closely.
Did you print it?
Yes. So now it's printed.
So each pilot will check that with a technical flight log. This is our technical flight log called Octave, and on this document all the different technical data are summarized, and we have to check so the clearance received with our track on the technical data document. I start?
Go on. The other things we have to do in a few minutes is to have a data link contact with the Shanwick's airspace. We ask us if we agreed to communicate with the cockpit by CPDLC, which means cockpit ground-to-plane data link communication. And in that way, we are no need to monitor HF frequency during the cruise. All the information will be transmitted by data link. This will be, we have to connect it within 15 minutes.
Now we will set the true reference for all the heading scale. 101 true. The reference now the North Pole and not the magnetic North Pole. The true North Pole is a geographic North Pole, and we use it to verify, to check all the departure track written on our technical data, and to be sure that our waypoints are good and that our track are good also from the waypoint from to the waypoint 2.
So we've got it on our sheet here. The departure through route is here after the 30 west. 30 west is here, and we can see that 265 is a good departing route. The distance to the next point is showed here. 371 between 30 west and 40 west, and I can check that it is 371 between 30 west and 40 west. This point is confirmed. I do it for all the points.
So from Somax to 51 north 20 west to the track is 289.
So we have just received a message from our dispatch sectors. We give us
With Shannon 135230, Air France 010. Thank you, au revoir.
Shannon, good evening, Sherman 485, approaching Loud No flight level 350.
Sherman 485, Shannon, squawk 3640.
3640, Sherman 485.
Shannon Control, good afternoon, this is Air France 010, flight level 360 on course Rakta.
Air France 010, Shannon identified.
okay.
As Olivier told you, we just received a dispatch message because we are not a
alone in the sky. Our dispatch is following us during all the flight, and this dispatch message says that at time 15:30 minutes Zulu time, there is no weather significant phenomenon. We experience some light to moderate turbulence according to our provision, and it will actualize the different weather data during all our flight. So it's very important, and this is necessary to cross the Atlantic Ocean with the ETOPS procedure. With ETOPS procedure, we have to establish a bilateral communication between the dispatch and us. So I printed that, and I will use it with the cabin crew for the comfort of our customer or client or passengers. Here you can see two different circles. This is the equidistance point from Brest to Shannon, and so we are closer than Brest than we are closer from Brest than Shannon, and the equidistance point is over there. Within 10 minutes, we'll be closer to Shannon.
The CPDLC connection should be done between 15 and 45 minutes before entering the airspace. We schedule to enter the airspace at 3:08, so we are within the area where we can ask for the CPDLC connection. So we have only to fill with the ATC center we want to log on with. All the other thing is already filled by the FMC, because it's a cross link between this communication center, the FMC. The flight number, the registration of the aircraft, and the airline. So everything is okay, I can send it.
SOMAC, Airfrance 010.
Checked. Mirror the beam, checked. So everything is sent, and when we will be in contact with Shanwick, they send us a message. However, this is also a possibility to make something else, which is called ADS, Automatic Dependent Surveillance. This ADS is a contract between the aircraft and the ATC, which can allow the ATC to have some information about the aircraft. Information of this flight, next waypoint, altitude, speed, everything like this. This is totally unknown by the pilot, it's automatic. So the only thing we can know is to see if the ADS connection is valid or not. For example, we have just asked for CPDLC, and now we know that Shanwick has an ADS connection established already. That means that from now, they can request to the aircraft, and the aircraft will send them the speed, the altitude, the heading, the next waypoint, etc., etc.
As regards the ETOP procedure, if you can see this map, you can see the track in red. This is our track from Paris to New York via St. John. And here, these letters, this is the OTS, Organized Track System. Today we have 6 tracks to cross from Europe to North America, track Alpha, Bravo, up to Foxtrot, and today we have track Foxtrot. The entry on the track Foxtrot is at SOMAX, estimated at 1638 UTC time. And on this track, we have a circle here, a dashed point circle. This circle is the distance at 420 knots. This is the cruise speed with one engine shut down for our plane. And so the regulatory forces us to proceed on ETOPS procedure from this point. EEP is ETOPS entry point, estimated at 1707 UTC time, up to the exit point, 1 hour flight with 1 engine shutdown from St. John with a dashed circle, to the EXP, ETOPS exit point, estimated at 1910 UTC time. So we shall fly 2 hours and 3 minutes under ETOPS conditions. And now with Olivier, we will proceed with the ETOPS procedure, with our dispatch, and with all the different message and weather reports updated to check if our 3 alternate fields, Shannon, Keflavik, and St. John, are still available to according to our regulatories. During the cruise, what is important is to optimize the fuel consumption. First, we are making safety for our passengers, and after that, we optimize the fuel consumption. And so, during the cruise, on the step size here, we set 1,000 feet, and the computer is calculating the optimized altitude to optimize the fuel consumption during all our cruise. And now you can see the optimized flight level, computerized, is flight level 358, and that's why we asked to start the cruise phase at flight level 360. And during all the cruise phase, the computer will calculate a new optimized flight level, and according to these results, we will ask to the ATC control, air traffic control, different altitudes to be always as close as the optimized flight level. But what is important is to understand that first we are making safety for our passenger.
So now it's time to get the meteorological information for the ETOPS. So we needed to ask for all TAF and METAR. For the 3 airfield we have chosen for ETOPS operation. So in our company menu we have a weather request, and if I click it I can have the METAR and TAF of different airfield I choose. So the first one is Shannon, Echo India November November. Second one is Keflavik, Bravo, India Kilo Foxtrot in Iceland. And the third one is St. John in Canada. This is Charlie Yankee Yankee Tango. I send it and we are waiting for the answer to get all these informations. So we have received an advisory, a COM advisory. That means that we have a message, and this message is all the TAF and METAR for the 3 airfield we request. I will print it, and just to check it if the meteorological conditions are good enough for us to choose them as an ETOPS airfield or not. So now it's printed. And the second thing we have to do is to check the period of time where we can use this airfield. That means we have a schedule on our log, but we have to update it regarding the real takeoff departure. I will do it now. So how I do it? In fact, each period of validity at the beginning is scheduled 20 minutes after block schedule time. That means our block schedule time will be 45, and it's presumed that we will take off 20 minutes after. Or today we take off 18 minutes after scheduled time. That means that I have to correct by 2 minutes all the information I have here and to check it if there is meteorological condition good enough in each aircraft, in each airfield for us to use it as an ETOPS point. So I put the real hours we have to check for the weather in each airfield, and we can see that for Shanwick the weather is good. Just temporarily, sometimes we can have some drizzle, some light rains, and the sky will be below 800 feet. We can land at this airport without any problem. It's the same for Keflavik. Sometimes after 0321, which is the end of the period, we should have some shower, but there is no problem as this. And in St. John's there is wind. We should be on the axis of the runway, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, but everything sky clear, more than 10 kilometers of visibility. All the fields can be taken.
Okay, so we have to tell the dispatcher that we have received these updated weather reports and to establish a bilateral communication with them. Can you do that, Olivier? Thank you.
I will do so. Now, with the same menu company, we can send some message to dispatch. So the dispatch message, there is maybe some already pre-formatted messages, but for the ETOPS we have to use it as a free text message. So we can make the message like this, and I will do it. So we have to print one line on the scratch pad of the FMC or CDU, and after we have to transfer it on the message. That's why I just put the date of the TAF we received and the ATE, and I send it. After we can put all the ETOPS points as a fixed informations.
Merci. Big F.
What we have done is just to put the airfield, Shannon, as a fixed point, and we put a distance just around this point.
In fact, you draw this circle.
This circle, yeah.
Because 420 nautical miles is equivalent to a 1 hour flight with a 1 engine shutdown at 420 knots. And in fact, Olivier drew this circle around Shannon, and he has drawn also a 1 hour flight with a 1 engine shutdown speed around Keflavik. We can see them here. First circle, second circle, with 420 nautical from Shannon and 400 nautical miles from Keflavik, which is around here. So we have a consistency between our navigation display and this chart and our action plan according to the ETOPS regulatories. What is very important to understand under ETOPS conditions is that we are not alone. We are flying with our ground staff, following our flight, updating different
data, NOTAMs for the different alternate fields, weather reports, and so we are not alone, and ground staff are working with them during all the cruise phase and all the flights. And now this is the answer of our dispatcher. Contact ETOPS, Air France 010, identical terminal air forecast, NOTAMs with nothing significant from the preparation time, good cruise phase, dispatcher, his name is Mark. So now we are perfectly in accordance with the ETOPS procedure. So we can go and we can cross Atlantic Ocean. Let's go to New York. So now we are arriving at 530 West, and so we will perform the waypoint procedure. So arriving track is 284 on a true reference, and we have to check the next waypoint, the waypoint 2 that we shall fly to. The next one will be 52 North, 40 West, and the FMS, the flight management system of the aircraft, computed that the departing track will be 265 in the true reference, and the distance will be 371 nautical miles. So we have to check on our flight log, 53 North, 30 West to 52 North, 40 West, and we can see that the departing track is 265 for 371 nautical miles. So these tracks are good, and so we can fly, we can go to the 50 North and 40 West. Now there is a beeper telling us that the ATC communication is established with the next airspace by CPDLC with Gander. This is a call sign of Gander, CZQX, at 1757 UTC time. That's the time right now. By 30 West, so our trip fuel is around 23 tons.4. So we burned 23 tons.4 of fuel, and the remaining fuel is 36.5, and this is consistent with our technical log. Now we are passing 53 North, 30 West, and remaining flight time is around 4 hours and 30 minutes to New York. I take a top, and now we are entering in the Gander airspace, and Olivier will proceed to the ATC contact with the Gander and the cell call check.
Gander, this is Air France 010, calling Gander on 88.
Air France 010 again.
Air France 010, CPDLC, exit point will be Yankee Quebec X-ray, request circle checked on Hotel Juliet Alpha Bravo.
Hotel Juliet Alpha Bravo. And you can expect center frequencies automatic.
Circle check, okay, we expect the next frequency by CPDLC. Thank you, bye-bye.
What is very important to understand is that the HF and the cell call procedure is the backup, and the primary meaning of communicating is the CPDLC, which is very convenient, and the HF procedure is just a backup for us if we lose the contact by CPDLC. That's why Olivier confirmed that the AT control of Gander can alert us by cell call check on Hotel Juliet Alpha Bravo. This was the sound that we heard a few seconds ago.
So now we are approaching the middle point between Keflavik and Shannon. That means that After this point, we will be closer to Keflavik than Shannon, and if we have a trouble, we have to divert preferentially to Keflavik. So how we can show it on our ND? In fact, we have already put it on our route 2 legs, and we can show this point with the blue line. This is the middle point between Shannon and Keflavik. Unfortunately, the blue leg, the route number 2 legs, is not in appearance in normal procedure. So to be sure to know when we arrive at this point, we put the hours expected for this point. It is 1812. When we reach 1812, we know that now Keflavik will be shorter than Shannon, and if we have to divert, we'll go to Keflavik.
So by 1811 UTC Zulu time, we're by 52 degrees 51 minute north and 32 west. We're just here, and so we flew all this way, and the remaining track is to fly to Gander, and after that to go through to New York Kennedy. So 10 minutes after each waypoint, we plot on this map our position to be sure that we didn't make any mistake between the flight management system, the computer of the aircraft, and our action plan or flight plan, air traffic control flight plan. And so you can see that the pink track, the pink line, this is our track, scheduled track, and this cross is just on this track, so we were right on track to Gander. If we focus on the VNAV page, the computer of the aircraft calculated that the optimized flight level now, according to our gross weight, which is 280 tons.8, the optimized flight level will be flight level 372, and we are at flight level 360. So we will ask the air traffic control, Gander, by CPDLC, to climb to this flight level because the weather is fine, there is no turbulence, and it will be our best altitude for the crossing to go to New York. So Olivier will contact by CPDLC Gander radio.
So to do that, we just ask for the communication page, and we have on the menu the ATC communication page. I click on it, and you have some previous requests which is already prepared, and especially for us we have altitude requests on which I will click. We want flight level 370. I ask for flight level 370, and I send it to the ATC center. I'm waiting to be sure that it will be sent. In that case, the word sent like this will appear. Now I know that we have a request already sent to the Gander. Immediately we have the answer, standby.
You can see here.
You see, voilà. So that means that they take the information into account, but they have to study it before give us the authorization to do it. We receive the answer from the ATC, and they told us climb to and maintain flight level 370, report level 370. First thing, I will accept it, just to tell them that we have taken into account the information and we'll do it. After, there is a request from the ground. That means we have to tell them when we are study at flight level 370. To have an automatic display report, you can check the ATC request report on it. he knows that he wants us to report at flight level 370, so he proposed this report. And I will arm it. That means he will be ready to send it as soon as we reach the flight level 370. We can see it, the report is armed.
And now so I will fly the aircraft 1,000 feet above. So I set on the MCP flight level 370. I push
check
the button, and you will see here the FMA changing from flight level 370. And now I tell the aircraft to climb.
First thrust, VNAV speed.
Checked. And the power
1,000 to go.
Checked. Increases with the power, and we're now starting to climb.
Speed VNAV pass.
Checked. Okay, for flight level 370 now top 00. Okay. And normally
within 2 minutes it will send the message. Sending. So automatically it told the ATC by data link what we have reached flight level 370. Sent. Arm report level 370 sent. Cancel. Okay, everything is okay now.
Now we can have a look on the different synoptic systems of the aircraft. During the cruise phase, we used to check usually, frequently, the different systems. So I will display the engine page. So with the upper and the lower display, you can see all the different engine parameters. The N1, this is rotation speed of the first fan, the fan that you see when you see the aircraft in front of you. Here, this is the EGT, exhaust gas temperature. This is the temperature in degrees Celsius of the gas exhausted by the engine. Engine number 1, 693 degrees Celsius, and engine number 2, 711 degrees Celsius. It's very hot, and you see there with the orange and red mark, you can go up to this mark. So the temperature is high, but not so high for the aircraft. On the lower display, you can see the N2. This is also a high pressure rotor, and this is a speed rotation in percent. So it's running very fast, around 100.7% of his nominal speed. Here, this is a fuel flow. This is a fuel that we inject in the exhaust chamber, and so we inject around 3,000 kilograms per hour on each engine. So 6,000 kilograms per hour for both engines. For example. By passengers and by 100 kilometers, our consumption is around 3.4 liters by passenger and by 100 kilometers. So we can compare it to a car, and it's a good comparison. Here, this is a oil press. The oil pressure. We need oil because the different parts of the engine are turning very fast. Oil temperature, which is in the good scale, in the good part of the scale, the oil quantity, and the different vibration of the aircraft, and it's perfectly normal. We can For flying, we need electricity, particularly on aircraft flying with fly-by-wire. You can see here the left generator control moved by the left engine, and this is different bus used to feed all the systems of the aircraft. The left part, and you can see the right part with the right engine, and we got also different redundancy devices with backup generators and lots of redundancy logical inside the electrical system. We need also hydraulic power to move the different surfaces of the aircraft. We have 3 different hydraulic systems, the left, the center and the right, also moved by the left engine, mechanical left engine pump, but also for the center with the air demand pump to supply hydraulic pressure, or ELEC pump, and this feeds different devices, for example main gear and steering system, alternate reserve brakes, nose gear and steering, a left reverser, flight controls, and there is also another one on the right, the right hydraulic system moved by the right engine, mechanical engine pump. We need, of course, fuel. This is the wing, the left wing, the center part, the body of the aircraft, and the right wing. So currently only 900 kilograms remaining in the body of the aircraft, and on the left hand wing we have 15.5 tons of fuel feeding the left engine, and it's the same on the right thing, on the right side, sorry. And you can feed also one engine via the cross feed with the opposite reservoir of the opposite wing. You have the minimum fuel temperature set to -37, and you have the current fuel temperature -4 degrees Celsius. You need air, of course, because you need to breathe inside the aircraft. You see the cabin with a different zone with the demand temperature and the current temperature, and you see here the left engine where we picked some air on the high pressure stage of the engine to feed the left pack conditioning unit, and different systems to regulate the temperature inside the cabin, but also inside the different bulks, especially when we have some pets or animals like dogs or cats inside the bulk. You can see the doors, of course, and fortunately all the doors are closed. You can see the gears, 14 wheels on the aircraft, the nose gear, 2 wheels, and 6 wheels by gear for the main gear, with the door closed, 3 doors closed. You shall see the surfaces, the flight control surfaces. Here the speed brakes and spoilers, the left elevators, the left flaperon, the same on the side, on the right hand side, the elevator here, and the rudder. And the Boeing 777 is a fly-by-wire plane, and we are flying under normal flight control mode, as written here in green. That's all, folks. Now we are currently approaching this position 5240 west, close to the exit point of the ETOPS area. And so our alternate field is, as you see within this green circle, this is St. John, CYYT. And so our purpose is to check what kind of performance we should have in Torbay according to the weather report. So we took the weather report, and the wind in St. John is around 200 is west from 16 to 20 knots with good visibility, and the runway status is dry. So I will take the performance landing module on the EFB class 3. I will set airport St. John, CYYT. I select the runway 29. Go round gradient, it will be 2.5%. Conditions dry. Wind, I will set it to 0. Temperature, the ground temperature in Torbay is around 23 degrees Celsius. And the altimeter setting, the QNH, is 3004 inches. All reversers will be all operative. We should perform a manual landing, configuration flaps 30, air conditioning auto, without any engine anti-ice. Auto brakes will be set probably on position 3, and in our plan with a non-normal checklist. Our landing weight, we are currently, our gross rate is 215 tons. But Torbay is within 1 hour, so we should have time to performing a fuel jettison, so we can calculate at the maximum landing weight at 208 tons, and the computer will calculate our landing distance. You can see landing distance available in St. John is 2,600 meters on the runway 29 at 208 tons. Our landing distance certified will be a little bit less than 2,000 meters. Our VRF 30 speedbugs, VRF 30 flaps 30 plus 5 will be 143 knots, and so we could accept this landing field in case of an emergency. It will match to our regulatories and to our action plan in case of diversion to St. John.
Center, good afternoon, this is Air France 010.
Air France 010, Gainer Center, good afternoon, squawk code 0743.
Squawking 0743, Air France 010.
Okay.
Director ski 5 en route and we'll contact Air France 010.
Roger, sir. 370 no longer available westbound. What's your requested flight level today?
Requested flight level will be standby.
310 380. Ouais.
Air France 010, request for level 380.
Air France 010, Roger, climb, maintain flight level 380.
We climb and maintain flight level 380, Air France 010.
Ok, c'était un chef rêve speed 380, 3000 check, en passant trou, en leading, ok, vérifier. 1000 to go. We just come out of the Atlantic airspace, that's called NAT, and so we are now in contact with VHF with Gander, and as soon as we have in contact with VHF, they give us a squawk. A squawk is 4 numbers we can put on these panels, and these 4 numbers are transmitted by radio, high frequency radio, to the ground, so they can know on their scope, on the radar scope on the ground, which aircraft is at this position, because they convert the squawk they give to us to the identification of our flight. That means that on the scope of the controllers, our AFR 010 is appearing when the signal receives the code 0743. That's the utilization of this. This is used also for small aircraft, and they can use also for a system which allows us to avoid some other aircraft, which is named TCAS. We use also this equipment.
Bolton Center, good day, this is Air France 010, flight level 380.
France 010, boss, good evening.
So we're approaching the top of descent, and today we burnt around 50 tons to fly from Paris to New York Kennedy. We shall land in New York with a gross rate of 194 tons, and our approach speed will be around 133 knots plus 5 knots, so it will be around a little bit less than 140 knots. The weather context is a wind coming from south, and we should probably land on runway 22 left, or on the Canarsie runway VOR 13 left, especially for Michel. So according to the air traffic control, both runway length are around 2,500 meters and 2,007 meters. And we have calculated that with the auto brake set on the 4 position, it's written over there, our landing distance today will be around 1,800 meters, and so it's enough for what we intend to do. The weather is a little bit bumpy with some scattered showers of rain and some convective cells in the vicinity of New York, and so for us it's not a bad weather, but probably we expect little bumpy conditions in New York. Ground temperature is around 26 degrees Celsius, and so we shall perform either approach runway 13 left or runway 22 left. We arrive from Plymouth, Providence. We shall fly to Trait, and so we shall fly overfly Long Island, Calverton to the waypoint called Robber. After that,
we expect radar vector to intercept the final course of the runway 22 left over Cockpit and to descend on a flight path of 3 degrees to the runway 22 left, which is 250 meters long. After landing, so we shall probably land on the runway 22 left. We shall vacate on the Juliet taxiway and we shall stop before the runway 22 right, dedicated to the takeoff. And after that, we shall be cleared from the ground control to proceed via taxiway Alpha to the Terminal 1, which is here, via November. And so taxiway Alpha, November, and we shall park there. We don't know yet the gate number.
«132, c'est toi qui l'as mis, non? C'est...
Air France 010, request 5 degrees to the left, over.
Air France 010, approved as requested.
Okay, we turn.
And Air France 010, when you're able, proceed direct Providence.
When able, proceed direct to Providence, Air France 010.
Climb and maintain flight level 300.
Super.
Climb maintain level 30083, Sherman. Science 606, turn 10 degrees left. 10 degrees left, 606.
Tu peux me prendre un dernier métard dans 2-3 minutes? C'est 22h sur New York.
Boston Center, good afternoon, Air France 010. We descending flight level 240 on track.
Air France 010, Boston Center.
$1,000 to go.
JetBlue 460, Boston. JetBlue
Speed.
460, go ahead.
Checked.
Should be on Boston Center 134.0, reduce speed to 250. Sorry, flying to 250. And 134.0 for JetBlue 460.
Venavalt.
Checked. Alors VRF 133 and minimum is 490 barrel.
VRF 133, minimum 490 barrel. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
Okay, set QNH 3019er.
3019er.
France 10 Heavy, New York approach, Oscar, current expect VOR, DME 22 left approach.
After rubber, we expect you to left VOR, DME, Air France 01.
10,000 feet, 1,000 above.
Air France 10 Heavy, turn heading 270 to sun maintain 5,000.
On heading 270, we descend and maintain 5,000, Air France 010 Heavy.
5000 checked, heading cell.
Air France 10 Heavy, turn right heading 290.
Right heading 290, Air France 010 Heavy.
Air France 10 Heavy, turn right heading 320.
Right heading 320, Air France 010 Heavy.
Plus 2 mon radar.
510 Sierra Whiskey, descend maintain 3,000. Air France 10 Heavy, descend and maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,000, Air France 10 Heavy.
4000, all Venice speed.
Turn right heading 130.
Right turn 130, 50 Whiskey.
Air France 10 Heavy, descend maintain 2,000 and turn left heading 260.
Descending to 2,000 feet on heading 260 and request reducing speed.
Air France 10 Heavy, speed to discretion.
Speed discretion, Air France.
Ok.
510 Sierra Whiskey, speed to
Venice speed.
Checked. 2000, tu es d'accord?
Je suis d'accord, 2000.
On est clair à l'approche ou pas?
Pas encore.
510 Sierra Whiskey approach is 18 nothing, 118.0.
18 nothing, 510 Sierra Whiskey.
Seabird 13 kilo heavy, contact Kennedy Tower, 119.1.
109.1, Seabird 13 kilo, bye.
Air France 10 Heavy, turn left heading 260, you're 11 miles from Rushy. Maintain 2,000 until established final approach course. Clear to VOR, DME 22 left approach.
Air France 10 Heavy, we turn in heading 260, descending 2,000, and you are clear for ILS for VOR DME 22 left approach.
And Air France 10 Heavy, you can start reducing speed down to 170, please.
We're reducing to 170, Air France 01 Heavy.
Flaps 1.
Et bon, hop, flaps 1.
10 Heavy, contact Kennedy Tower, 119.1.
119 up 1 point, Air France 10 Heavy. Good.
First flight change.
Checked.
Précédent, on s'est dit, ok, là,
Thirty-four, 74, Kennedy Tower, number 3, winds 190.13, runway 13 left, full left.
13 left, clear to land, number 3, flag tip 3474.
Kennedy Tower, good afternoon, Air France 010 Heavy. We are establishing on the VOR DME 22 left.
Air France 10 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, flying heavy 776 off final, reduce speed as much as feasible. Customary turbulence, winds 190.13, runway 22 left, full left.
Air France 010 Heavy, we reduce speed, and you are clear to land runway 22 left.
Flaps 15. Gear down.
Gear down.
Speed 9 pass.
Speed 9 pass.
Flaps 20.
Flaps 20, tu penseras mettre la MDA. Ah, ok. Gear down, flaps 20.
2444, continue Zulu Alpha Bravo and ground point out.
Zulu Alpha Bravo, ground point 9, 2444.
Ok, c'est parti.
Ok, on est bien à 7.
Flaps 30.
La vitesse c'est bonne, oui.
Plus 5. Et le papier, on a les deux blanches, deux rouges. On est clair to land, tu confirmes?
Clear to land, oui. Je confirme. Au premier contact, ça marche. 3 nautiques, 720, on est bien.
Approaching minimums.
500. Minimums.
Continue. Yes.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Inversion normal. Auto-brake dévoyé. Auto-brake.
7474, White Echo, left Alpha, ground 112.9.
Right in Echo, left to Alpha, ground 219, flagship 34740.
Air France 10, return right Juliet, crash running 23 ramp, ground 112.9.
We turn right on Juliet and with ground 121.9, 1010.
Donc on est autorisé à croiser la 22 droite. Tu es d'accord avec ça?
Air France 1080, turn right 270 to maintain 5,000.
Heading 7. We checked. Je remonte le capit. Oui, ça sert à rien, je suis d'accord avec l'axe. Cabin ready. Est-ce que tu peux également forcer le course 232 de ton côté sur le 0 à droit? Aéronautique 60.
10 heavy, turn right heading 290.
Alors, tu veux le 10, d'accord?
Sure, speed right 13 kilo heavy. Sierra Whiskey out of 4,200, 4,050. 51 Sierra Whiskey, Aircraft 7 to 3020. Speed right 13 kilo heavy, descend and maintain 2,000. 710, 2,000 kilo. Air France 10 heavy, turn right heading 320. 51 Sierra Whiskey, fly heading 110, I'll go to 3020.
320 cap, tu es d'accord?
110, 5 Sierra Whiskey.
Petite à plus devant radar.
51 Sierra Whiskey, descend maintain 3,000. Sierra Whiskey, descend maintain 3,000.
Tu peux rentrer en
maintain 3,000.
Checked. Ouais, une séquence comme ça. Réduit.
13 kilo heavy, turn left heading 260. 8 miles from Rusty, maintain 2,000, establish final approach course. Split VORD means 22 left approach.
Okay, left heading 0, bound for Rushy, and with the VORD means 22 left approach, maintain 2,000.
Air France 10 heavy, descend and maintain 4,000. 51 Sierra Whiskey, turn right heading 130.
Tu peux pas aller ça.
check et continue pour ailleurs.
Air France 10 is maintain 2000 and still operating 260.
2000, 6, I'm heading 260 and request 060.
Air France 10 speed in present.
Ok.
510 whiskey,
Speed again,
VOR.
check, 2000, tu es d'accord?
510 whiskey, contact approach,
On est clair, proche ou pas?
510 whiskey approach is 18 nothing, 118.0. 18 nothing, 510. Speed 13 kilo heavy, contact Kennedy Tower, 119.1. 191, speed 13 kilo, bye. Air France 10 heavy, still operating 260, you're 11 miles from Mushy. Maintain 2000, still status final first course, clear VOR, DME22 up approach.
Air France 10 Heavy will be coming at 260, it's 19,000 and we are clear for ILS for DME22 left approach.
And Air France 10 Heavy, confirm this is speed now to 170, please.
We will get to 170,
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1, okay.
Big one.
Speed up fast, speed. Permitting
Air France 10 Heavy, contact Kennedy Tower, 119.1.
119.1.
First flight change. Tu fais confirmer qu'on peut
Alright, 667, third right way, runway 0, thanks, Graham, now fun up.
Sign là, ok?
Right turn enabled.
Nav, hold.
Stick to the right.
Kennedy Tower, flagship 3474 is on the VOR.
That's 3474, number 3, winds 19013, runway 13 left.
13 left, play the line number 3, flagship 3474.
Kennedy Tower, good affirm, Air France 010 Heavy. We are establishing on board in
Air France 10 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, Heavy 776 off final, reduced speed as much as feasible. Customary turbulence, winds 19013, runway 22 left, full left.
Air France 010 Heavy will give speed and you are clear to them now with the good.
Flaps 15.
C'est bon, oui.
Speedway 160.
Ok, donc on est à 11 nautiques 3 et la descente est à 7 nautiques pour 2000. Et donc 7 ça fait 10 nautiques.
On est 400 pieds sur le pont. D'accord?
D'accord. Parce que moi je suis passé en bord, je vais vérifier.
Il y a GVZ sur le précédent, tu vois? Juste là, et la pièce c'est comme ça, ok?
Yes. 190
Capit 2005. On est à vue. Je descends à 2000, d'accord?
Pour rendre son avis.
Donc c'est 8.3, c'était 2005, tu es d'accord? 7, d'accord.
2070, c'était 7.
329, tu es ok. Gear down. Speed flaps 20. Ouais.
Control 44, can you do up the Bravo and drop one out?
Good way out from Bravo, ground point 9, down 2444.
C'est parti.
Ok, on est bien à 7.
Flaps 30. GRF plus 5. Prends la main. Happy off. Quelle armée checklist?
Checklist complete.
Checklist complete.
Armée de gaz, ça sera 3000.
Je vais mettre la fiche.
Wait over to the ramp and ground for 1.9.
Right,
Les 7 3000, c'est bon.
Donc on est un petit peu bas.
1,000.
Pronostic 740.
C'est bon. Pronostic à 140 au-dessus. Et le papier, on est 2 blanches, 2 rouges. On est clair sur l'Inde, tu confirmes de l'Inde. 2 blanches, 2 rouges.
Pronostic 780, c'est bien.
Number 6206, right echo, left off the ramp, autograph on that.
Approaching minimums.
Left alpha.
500. Minimums.
Continue. Yes.
400. $300. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Donc là, il va débrayer.
3474, right echo, left alpha, ground 112.9.
Right in Echo, left to Alpha, ground 209, flying 634, 74.
Air France Kennedy, turn right Juliet, crash running 23 for amp, ground 112.9.
We turn right on Juliet,
Donc on est autorisé à croiser la 22 droite. Tu es d'accord avec ça? Par Juliette. Et ça, moi je suis d'accord.
Je sais pas compris ce qu'il y a à ce moment-là.
Tu feras constamment parce que là,
Ça parle bien.
Saudi maintenance. Who maintenance? Saudi maintenance. Saudi maintenance, Kennedy ground. Requesting for pushback on Sierra. Saudi maintenance, pushback on Sierra.
I just verified ground, flight to 3474, 1 Echo, you want us to join Alpha to the
Flight to 3474, affirmative, left alpha.
Left Alpha, thank you.
Do you run the 010 on Juliet? Confirm we are clear to cross the road to Floyd?
JetBlue 86, hold for the Lima here.
Sure, no, Lima, sir. Yeah, you have a Lima.
Yeah, JetBlue 86, what I want you to do is get on Bravo, have the top direction under the toe, and then hold short of Mike Alpha.
Alright, short of Mike Alpha on Bravo, we'll get in behind that guy under there, 20 passes on the toe, 86.
nice.
Flight to 3542, continue November Papa, model 1239.
I see the planes with the
Start to 6076, follow the flagship, monitor 1239. Delta 3, straight ahead, join Papa, but hold short of November.
Straight ahead, Papa, short November for Delta 3.
Ground 6087, this Super 10 coming out in the direction on Bravo. They're going to turn anymore if there's no Alpha.
6087, join Alpha behind the 767.
Yeah, we're going Alpha behind the 6087.
And next to the 403 on a second radio, contact clearance delivery for a reroute.
Hey, contact clearance, 403.
Land City Maintenance, where do you need to go? Land City Maintenance, speed west on Alpha. Lindbergh, 6206.
Ok, il est clair, tu es nous aussi, on est sur notre track, on y va. Ouais, il est loin.
Delta 72 Heavy, move up and hold short of Mike Alpha.
Short of Mike Alpha now, Delta 72 Heavy.
Kennedy ground, Saudi maintenance, holding short of Bravo.
Saudia maintenance, follow the JetBlue approaching from your left.
Roger, copy. Follow JetBlue. On travel.
JetBlue 86, I need to get you around that 767 up ahead. So when Bravo and Papa split, stand to the right on Bravo, then continue left November, right Papa.
Alright, Bravo, November, and then Papa, and you want to stand at RJ?
Yes, I want you behind the Embraer, it's already down Papa.
Alright, we'll do all of that and get in front of that 767, JetBlue 86.
JetBlue 1013, follow a company that's coming from your left. ATIS is Oscar, monitor the tower, 123.9.
Follow company.
JetBlue 86, when you're on Papa behind the Embraer, monitor 1239.
20.
Airfrance 010, whenever you can enter Mike Alpha for position number 6. Follow marshal instructions for solar 6.
Okay, we enter Mike Alpha for position number 6 and we follow the marshal instructions. La jaune, celle qui est à ta droite, hein, tu es d'accord? Oui. Je vois le marshal, tu es d'accord? Je suis d'accord, j'ai personne qui bouge maintenant. On attendra donc pour les portes, pour les PNC, d'accord? Et tu peux peut-être couper les phares. Ok, c'est bon, on peut voilà. Voilà. Il y a un 380 à gauche. Ouais. Donc c'est peut-être le 67. Ouais. Ça va aller dans la boîte.
I hope that you enjoy this flight with us from Paris to New York Kennedy on July the 3rd, 2013. So we flew around 7 hours and 30 minutes and our fuel trip 50 tons, 0.8. We arrived approximately on time due to taxi time a little bit longer than usual and than expected. So hope to see you soon on board of aircraft and thank you for flying with us today.